How you doing? My name is Cedric Harper. I'm 17 years old, and the title of my poem is Education Pyramid. 2 minutes left to get to class. I done said hi to everyone, and I still ain't done giving dap. I still ain't done giving hugs. My conversation wasn't over, but I had to end it. Because I got 2 minutes left to get to class, 2 minutes left to get through an hour and a half of hell, trying to pass knowing I'm going to fail is hard for me. See, I'm one of those special cases who doesn't feel very special. They special like the title when they changed my schedule. Special education not very special, more like demanded to my intelligence. I didn't feel smart. I stayed back several times, had the same few teachers look me in the eye and told me I was destined for greatness. They told me I'd be ahead in life. They told me that no child was left behind. Well, by moving me forward, I'm left behind, forcing me to move ahead of time to save me the embarrassment of others. We're wonderful teachers. In class, forcing me to read words I would never use, so much pronunciation, so many syllables, to avoid the headache, I just play my pencil. And while the teacher is talking, it's hard not to get distracted. It's hard not to be bored. Listen to the lecture closely, watching head gestures as they scribble on the board. When I try to entertain myself, I'm looking for attention. See, I'm one of those special kids that doesn't feel very special. They specialize the title when they change my schedule. Individualized education, not very exceptional, more like demanded to my intelligence. See, I was that kid who always got put out of class for being a pest. Because I felt like society was playing me. A baby shower to my intelligence spread the weeds over my knowledge. I was never school smart. Below average on everything, below basic on attendance, the only thing I got correct was my name. But in the streets, I was a brainiac. My math and the money, my chemistry and my weed, my literature and my speech. Instead of getting my degree and PhD, I could become a pharmacist for the streets, college bound for Sidewalk University. But to society, that wasn't good enough. They forced me to learn, they forced me to be in classes where I couldn't read, they even forced me to head off those smarter than me, and when my jealousy caused them harm, they labeled me a bully. See, on the education pyramid, I was pronounced special. One of those special cases who would never make it, but push them ahead because of their ages, knowing that they're not smarter than the average fifth graders. I was at the bottom of the pyramid. I turned in homework once in a blue moon, but every time I looked up, a white orb consumed my vision. Instead of becoming a werewolf, I became aware of the wolves aboard the education were. Instead of coming in packs, they gave me packs of paper that gnawed on my soul and screwed my self-esteem. So now in class, I just stand in space. As the teacher tried to help me, I looked past her face. She looks at me sad like this special case gonna end up with a special case behind bars instead of walking with a suitcase. So now instead of being interested in my classes, I invest in the molasses of time, pray that it speeds up. So I can do my education off school property and pray I don't end up state property. And I got so many problems and I made me problems. See, I'm one of those special kids that feel very special. They specialize the title when they change my schedule. Special education not very special, like demanding to my self-esteem. So now every morning I walk through these halls, getting better for past the skip, knowing I've been skipped along. I believe others to make it all feel right because it all feels wrong. I was never a child prodigy. So why would you ever try to proselytize? No child left behind. While you mentally push me behind and don't apologize. So who had me prophesize as kingpin? So label me a special case, and I'll show you my specialties. Because truly, you only want to see me with truancy.